So today we will talk about the summary of Conference of Parties 26 which recently held in Glasgow, UK. So we will take a brief background and what are the initiatives taken by the India and what are the commitments made by India. We will talk about, and so we will talk about the summary of COP20. I have also uploaded the two video related to COP26, basically infrastructure for resilient island state and the one sun, one world and one grid. So link in the description, you can also watch that video. So let's talk about the brief background. If we talk about, so remember that the Conference of Parties, this is COP's Conference of Parties, is an annual meeting. Annual meeting means it is held every year under the UNFCCC. What is the full form of UNFCCC? United Nations Framework Conference on Climate Change. So UNFCCC 1992, and remember that. So under the UNFCCC, so COP is a part of UNFCCC. There is no separate entity. So remember that. If we talk about the UNFCCC Secretariat, it is born in Germany. So remember that. So if you talk about the first step, when the science is looking up and there is a changes in the climate change was felt by the expert related to climate geography, etc. Then the first step taken by in 1979 when the first World Climate Conference was held. So this is the first step toward climate. Now in 1989, if you talk about the famous Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change established. As you know, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change gave recently a report and which is heavily quoted in COP26, and basically it sets the agenda, what steps you need to take in COP21 as we are moving. So in this report recently what said that if not effective steps were taken, then the climate change by the end of this century can be like this 2.7 degrees Celsius. But what is in the Paris Climate Agreement? Basically ideally is 1.2 degree, but if it is minimum should be this, but this is very heavy. So you need to remember that. In 1992 is the very famous related to climate, because it is the first step and first effective and basically the formal step where all the countries, either the developing or partially, so this is the Earth Summit was held, popularly known as Earth Summit, which is held in the Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So remember that, and here adopted the Agenda 21. Agenda 21 basically for the 21st century, because when it was held there is only 8 years left. That's why for the Agenda 21 basically for the 21st century, which is currently going on. So remember that in 1995 the first meeting, here is the formal meeting and UNFCCC, and now the first meeting in the 1995 was held in COP in Berlin. This is the very important fact, when this COP first meeting was held in 1995 held in Berlin, Germany. So remember that. In 1997 another very important, because it held annually, so you can look the 1995 first meeting, 1996 second meeting or 1997 third meeting. Here is the Kyoto Protocol is adopted. In Kyoto Protocol there are the Annex 1 countries, Annex 2 countries related to the developed and developing country. So here what happened, as you know, there is an industrial revolution happened in the developed country. At that time they were developed country and India is basically the developing, or you can say the underdeveloped country. So there are some reduction target given to the give to the developing country, and that is the legally binding, has the legal force, but obviously frequently violated. So there are the legally binding, but it doesn't matter on the developed country, but yet it is in formal manner, it is a legally binding. Kyoto Protocol is a legally binding, adopted in COP3 in 1997 is the important fact. After that the most famous is the 2015 the Paris Agreement. So we will talk about basically the 2 to 3 lines about the Paris Agreement, which is important. So the most important COP21st, this COP21st means Conference of Parties 21st, and popularly known as the Paris Agreement. Why this is very significant? Because at that time this is the main thing which is the formally or something effective thing will happen, because in the 2009 or 2010 there is something negotiation was taking place, but nothing on the paper, and that's why this agreement is very important. But what is the main flaws of the Paris Agreement is that it is not a legally binding. It is not a legally binding either on the developed countries or the developing countries. This is the one of the main flaws. But so the most important in this Paris Agreement is the nationally determined contribution, popularly known as and this comes under the article 4 in the paragraph 2 and this is also not legally binding on the party. In the most important India, which is closer to the identity. So what India said that around the 30 to 35% will be from the renewable energy, will be from non-fossil fuel sources. This is the one of the main contribution, or obviously there is 1 billion carbon sink we will create, etc. This is comes under the nationally determined contribution which submitted to the country and which submitted in the United Nations framework on conference on climate change. Another is the $100 billion given to the developing countries said by the developed country, which is also a commitment. So this is very, very important. And make below 2 degrees Celsius. So by the end of the 21st century, there should be a not below the 2 degrees Celsius, but ideally it should be 1.5 degrees Celsius. So these are the main things about the Paris Agreement, and this is also. And now after that, the 26th conference held and popularly known as the Glasgow Agreement. So what is the main aim of the Glasgow Agreement is to provide the net zero by 2050. Now the question arises, what is the net zero? Net zero is the basically whatever the amount of greenhouses if any country is producing, that country should have the capacity to observe the greenhouse gases in the same amount, in the same quantity, is known as. Let's say if the 4 I am giving to someone, 4 rupees if I am giving to someone, so that's why the 4 rupees same I have to taken from someone, so there will be net zero. So nothing debt on them and nothing I have credit on them. So that's why. So this is what is popularly known as the net zero. So what is the main aim, and that's why US, United Kingdom, France, Germany, or basically the whole United Nations actually putting pressure on India to get to commit net zero by 2050. But India didn't because of its population, its coal sector, its development parameter, etc. And that's why. So if you talk about the net zero, India committed by 2020 and USA committed by 2050 and China committed to 2060. If we talk about the CO2 means the carbon dioxide, then only India only produces the 5% despite the 17% population. And here if you talk about the USA, produces the 17% carbon dioxide. And if you talk about the China, which is at second place, the 14%. So this is very, very important. So remember that in the carbon dioxide, India at the third number, which is the important fact. So another most important in this COP26 in Glasgow, the IRIS, infrastructure for resilient island state. This is basically for the infrastructure and which is dent by the climate change. And this is a part of the coalition for disaster resilient infrastructure, which is an initiative in 2019 by India. So this is a part for the island state like the Fiji, Jamaica, Maldives, which is surrounded by the water. Another very important initiative taken by the India and UK, One Sun, One World and One Grid, which is a interconnection of grid to provide the renewable energy, especially in the South Asian countries, Middle East, and then the African countries, and then all the countries. So this is the initiative. Remember that this initiative is by the India and United Kingdom, and this is taken at the COP26 at Glasgow. So the next, if you talk about, it is popularly known as the India's Panchamrit, given by our Prime Minister. So there are the 5 steps in which taken by us. One of the steps, as I have told you, that carbon neutrality or net zero of carbon by 2020 is given pledge to the United Nations. Remember that. And 50% of its energy requirement from renewable energy by 2030. Currently the 2021, and around somewhere 30% is from the renewable sources is coming, and addition of 20% by 2030 will be added. Another is the reduced carbon emission by 1 billion ton by 2030 will be happen. And another is the reduced carbon intensity by 45%. Another is the increased non-fossil fuel energy by 500 gigawatt. Earlier India I think pledged 250 gigawatt, or now the 500 gigawatt has been pledged by 2050 by Anjar. So this all is known as the India's Panchamrit, and which is given in the United Nations by our Prime Minister. Another one quote which is given by our Prime Minister is the lifestyle for environment. Means there should be a change in the lifestyle which we are today living, we have to change this behavior, we have to change this lifestyle which is suitable for the environment and should be environment friendly, climate friendly. So this is what do you mean by the lifestyle for environment. So this is very very important. Along with 5 Panchamrit, this is one of the quote given by our Prime Minister. Another is the important at the COP26 in Glasgow. The United Kingdom and United States of America signed the Global Methane Pledge. Global Methane Pledge basically to reduce the methane. And Russia, India and China didn't sign this global methane pledge because of its consequences. Why methane is a concern? Because methane is 80% potent than the carbon dioxide. Although it is the short lived, means it cannot stay into the environment, but if it will stay, then 80% more potent, and that's why methane pledge is important. Although remember that India didn't sign and Russia is not signed, and also the China is not signed. So this is all about the India's Panchamrit, and this is one of the lifestyle for environment and the global methane. This is all about of COP26, which is recently held in Glasgow, United Kingdom. You need to remember the India's Panchamrit and the IRIS and One Sun, One World and One Grid initiative. So thank you guys. Hope you like this video. You should subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.